A few things we have to get out of the way up front. The entire run of Teen Wolf lasted less than 3 years in Beacon Hill's time. It started in January of year 1 with Scott and Stiles returning for a new semester at school, and ends in the autumn of year 3 with a new school year just started. I know it seems longer, but it's not. The gap between season 1 and season 2 was just 3 days. And while they did space out the rest a bit more, it all fits between the midpoint of Scott's sophomore year and the autumn after his senior year. I've linked to the official Teen Wolf timeline in the description for those who still have doubts. Okay, so Derek leaves with Braden at the end of season 4, and we don't see him again until midway through season 6, when the FBI has footage of him running through the woods in North Carolina. He's off the show from the spring of year 2 in Beacon Hill's time till autumn of year 3. It's a little more than a year unaccounted for. We have one fact to start. He was with Braden the last time we saw him. The pair were romantically involved, and it's not much of a jump to assume that he stayed with her for a while at least. For our purposes, we'll speculate that he stayed with her until she returned to Beacon Hills to help Malia in status asthmaticus. That's Derek's whole summer and midway into season 5 accounted for. The next time we know for a fact where to find Derek is when he investigates that dead werewolf pack in Brazil. He had to already be in the country at the time because he got there really quick while the place was still on fire. He then had to spend some time tracking down the hunters responsible for that attack. Once he found out that Gerard was behind everything and was looking for yellow wolfsbane, Derek decided to hide the wolfsbane in the Hale vault in North Carolina. And while he stole that cool car from the hunters, you can't drive from Brazil to North Carolina. Yes, I checked. He also couldn't just jump on a commercial flight since he was wanted for the murders there in Brazil. So let's say he was in Brazil for at least a month before the massacre and then spent some time investigating, tracking down the hunters. He then had to find his way out of the country without getting arrested. But for the sake of this speculation, let's assume the Hales have enough money to access private aircraft or some other quick means of international travel. Despite this, we still have to give him a few more weeks to dodge the cops and sneak out of the country and then sneak back onto U.S. soil. So let's say he spent at least 3 months in Brazil, suggesting he was there during part of season 6A. We also know for a fact that Derek was in North Carolina long enough for the FBI to have a task force on the ground there searching for him. This was at the beginning of 6B when Stiles got his briefing at the FBI headquarters. Derek was still on the run in that state when Argent caught up to him. But even with all this reasonable speculation filling in the details, we've still got about a half a year-long gap where Derek is unaccounted for. So a disappointing outcome for our questioning viewer, but it's another excellent opportunity for new Derek adventures to be written inside that gap.